Hi there. So I hope you can enjoy this chair yoga session. If there's anything that doesn't feel right, anything you don't want to do, just leave it out. We'll get going. So just a little bit of kind of centering, getting comfortable in your chair. Make any little adjustments. Notice your feet, connection to the ground. Your sense of weight and how your weight is supported by the chair through to the ground. Notice how you're feeling generally today, mind and mood. And then bring your attention to the breath. Notice the depth of the breath, the width of the breath, the quality of the breath. Notice the subtle movement of the body with the breath. Notice if there's any holding on in the body. Can the body just be carried by the breath? And then when you're ready, just start to blink the eyes open, reach the arms and legs, take a full kind of body yawn. And then grab a cushion. We'll give the lungs a little bit of a kind of workout, checking in with the breath. So if you could grab a cushion, maybe place it around your belly, and then just lean forward a little bit. And then just kind of breathe towards the cushion. So kind of getting that feedback from the cushion. Perhaps relaxing the belly so you can take a deeper breath. And then you could perhaps bring the cushion up towards the upper chest, and you kind of hold it there or lean a little forward and breathe towards the cushion again, so into the upper chest. cushion towards your upper back, or anywhere kind of on the back where you can get a little bit of feedback. And then see whether you can guide your breath towards the back. So 3 to 5 deep breaths. Try to breathe towards the back of the lungs. And then take your cushion and kind of tuck it under the arm, kind of around the side ribs, and see whether you can breathe towards the cushion here. So wider breath. And then when you're ready, take that to the other side. And then you can get rid of your cushion. Bring a hand to upper right chest, lower left belly. And imagine you could breathe diagonally. So this might invite a little bit of movement. So breathing towards your right hand, your left hand. And exhale. And then switching the hand position over. Could you breathe towards the top of your left lung and the bottom of your right lung? And then bring the hands to the centre of the chest, centre of the belly, and just breathing on the midline, the centre of the body. The arms. So we'll start moving with the breath. So on an inhale, take the arms above the head. And then exhale to float the arms down. Exhaling completely. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. When you're ready, you could bring in a single leg raise. to the other side. Bring the hands onto the knees. Rotate the arms slightly inwards. Make lots of space in the upper back. And take 3 to 5 deep breaths as if you could breathe towards your upper back. Find that space in the back of the lungs to breathe. And then bring yourself back to centre. You could perhaps hold on to the side of the chair, maybe tuck the toes under, and then lift the chest, take the back into a gentle arch, looking up, finding the breath at the front of the body. So try not to overstretch, just create lots of space for the breath. 3 to 5 deep breaths. And bring yourself back to centre. Raise up one arm. So in order to reach, just be able to sense kind of the movement of the breath in the shoulder, in the ribs, maybe into your hips, maybe right down to the feet. And then when you're ready, start to invite a little bit more space in, taking a gentle side bend. And again, 3 to 5 breaths here. And then bring yourself back to centre. And then raise up the other arm. Just find that space and the movement of the breath. And then when you're ready, invite a little bit more space, taking a side bend. So keep both sit bones on the floor, track your feet. Notice the space to breathe. And then bring yourself back to centre. Either hands on the hips, or you can have your hands on your shoulders. We'll take a little bit of a twisting breath. So take a deep breath in at centre. And then exhale, twist to one side. Inhale, back to centre. And exhale to the other side. Inhale, back to centre. And continue at your own pace. Okay, and then back at centre. Just notice your space to breathe. Is there any more ease in a deeper, slower breath? reaching the arms and the legs, take a full body yawn. And then bring yourself back to centre. So I'm just going to turn the chair to the side. So we're going to start off with a little pelvic rock. So you can have your hands on the hips. And as if you're kind of lifting your tail and tucking your tail under. So not a really hard stretch, just a gentle bit of movement. So you could do this with the breath. So on an inhale, tilting the pelvis forward as if you were lifting your tail a little. So taking the back into a little bit of an arch. And then exhale, release the back, tucking the tail under gently. So inhale to gently arch. Muscles in the back, a little bit more tone. And then exhale, tuck the tail under and release. So keep this movement going with the breath. But the breath, if that's confusing, just keep breathing. And come back to centre, and just kind of notice what centre feels like. And then we can add a little bit more into this, so a little bit more in the abs, so a little bit of an arch and curl. So bring the hands to either the back of the head, or if you're tempted to pull on your neck, just gently touch the side of the head. Take an inhale, take the back into a gentle arch, this time kind of opening up the elbows a little bit, taking the back into a little bit of an arch, and then exhale, float back through centre, a little bit more tone in the abs, and curl yourself towards your knees, breathing out. Then inhale to go to a gentle arch, invite a little bit more space into the front of the body, and then exhale to curl. Inhale to gently arch, and exhale to curl. And continue at your own pace. And the next time you come up, bring the hands back down. Check in the shoulders on, shrugged up towards the ears. And then when ready, we're going to begin with some sun salutations. So, take a deep breath in, and then exhale, palms together at the chest. So you could press the heels of the hands together, create a little bit of tension across the chest. And on your next inhale, start to release that tension, reaching the arms up, look up. Take a breath or two there, so notice your sit bones. Try not to have the arms reaching so far out, you're pulling on the shoulders. So just creating, again, lots of space for the breath. On your next exhale, moving from centre, so engage your abs and start to hinge yourself forward, either bringing the hands to your knees or all the way towards the floor. Or you can have a block or a cushion on the floor. Take one or two breaths there again, perhaps notice the space to breathe in the upper back. And then when you're ready, try to move from centre. Inhale to bring yourself up and bring your knee up in towards the chest and flex your foot. You could perhaps breathe towards the belly, towards the thigh. And then when you're ready, plant that foot down and lean forward, kind of with a straightish back. So a little bit of head to tail connection, hinging yourself forward and just kind of pausing there for breath, so quite neutral. Slide the arms out to the sides and then kind of lifting from the chest, take a little gentle kind of back bend, so lifting the chest up could maybe flex the hands, you could maybe even lift the toes, you could glide the shoulder blades a little bit towards each other, and try not to have the head too far back, so don't compress the back of the neck. You can have your gaze a little bit lower. Just making lots of space to breathe, a little bit of back bend. Okay, and then bring yourself back to neutral. Interlace the fingers, push the palms away, tuck the tail under and round the back. Take 1 or 2 breaths there. Okay, release the fingers, start to come back up to neutral. And on your next inhale, slide the shoulders up towards the ears. And slowly glide them away. Completely release. On your next inhale, bring your left knee in towards the chest. Take a couple of breaths there. And then start to plant that foot down, follow the foot down, bring the hands either to the knees or all the way to the floor. And then inhale to look forward and reach forward. Try to move from center. Inhale to bring yourself back up and look up. And then exhale, float the arms down. So I'll do that from the side so you can see. Take a deep breath in and exhale, palms together at the chest. Inhale to reach up and look up. Exhale, try to move from center, hinge yourself forward, either hands to knees or come all the way towards the floor, wherever you get to. Inhale to come up, bring your right knee in towards the chest, flex the foot. And then exhale to lean forward. Slide the arms out to the sides. Inhale, take a gentle back bend. And then bring yourself back to neutral. Interlace the fingers. Exhaling, push back and round. Release the fingers, come back up to a neutral spine. On your next inhale, glide the shoulders up towards the ears and slowly slide them away. And then bring the left knee in towards the chest. And then follow that foot down, hands and knees are all the way to the floor. And inhale to look forward, reach forward, move from center, hinge yourself back up towards seated. And exhale. Float the arms down. Take a deep breath in and exhale, palms together. Inhale to reach up and look up. And exhale to float forward. Inhale, come up, bring the right knee towards the chest. And exhale to lean forward. Inhale to look up and arch back. And exhale to push back and round. Inhale, come back to neutral, glide the shoulders up towards the ears. And exhale, slowly release. Inhale, bring the left knee in towards the chest. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale to look forward, reach forward, hinge back up. And exhale, float the arms down. Okay, bring the hands back to knees or thighs. Just let that land. Do a diagonal arching curl. So bring your right hand to the right side of your head and kind of looking towards your elbow on an inhale. So create a little bit more space to breathe as you twist. And exhale, Come back to neutral and curl towards your opposite knee. So inhale to twist and turn. And then exhale to curl. Inhale to find space across the diagonal of the body. And exhale to curl, releasing the diagonal of the back body. Inhale, back up towards neutral. And release the arm down. We'll take that to the other side. Inhale to look towards the left elbow, twisting and turning. And then exhale to curl to the opposite side. Inhale to twist and turn. And exhale to curl. Inhale to twist and turn. And exhale to curl. Inhale to come back to centre. Okay, we'll take another round of sun salutation, and this time we'll bring in a twist. So take a deep breath in and exhale, palms together. Inhale to reach up and look up. Exhale to float forward. Inhale to come up, bring the right knee towards the chest. And then exhale to lean forward with both forearms. Okay, take your right hand around the lower back. Try to move from centre to start to twist and turn towards the right, looking over your right shoulder. Keep your sit bones on the chair, and you can either keep your hand there, or you could reach the arm out, either thumb in line with the nose, or reaching towards the ceiling. And notice the breath, the kind of shifting shape of the breath here, different shape, the twist. And if you have an outreached arm, you could bring that back in. Try to move from centre to bring yourself back to centre. Take a breath there. And then when ready, we'll take that to the other side. So bring your left hand around the back. Try to move from centre, turning, looking over the left shoulder. And then follow through with the arm or not. Outreached arm, you could bring that back in, turn and twist, take a breath at centre, okay, and then when you're ready, slide the arms out to the sides, start with that gentle back bend, so lifting from the chest. You could spread the fingers wide, spread the palms wide, maybe lift the toes, sliding the shoulder blades towards each other. And then bring yourself back to neutral. Interlace the fingers, push the palms away and release them round. Release the fingers, come back up to neutral. And then slide the shoulders up towards the ears. And slowly glide them away. When you're ready, bring the left knee in towards the chest. And then follow that foot down, hands, knees are all the way to the floor. And inhale to look forward and reach forward and hinge yourself back up. And then exhale, float the arms down. And again, just let that land for a moment. Okay, we're going to go back to that twisting and turning. This time we're going to add in a bit of a leg. So a bit of a curl and a bit of a kind of lengthen, so inviting space on the whole kind of diagonal of the body. So right hand towards the right side of your head. On an inhale, start to look towards that right elbow, turning and twisting round, and then lengthening your opposite leg long. And then on your next exhale, start to come back towards centre, curling in, maybe picking up that left knee, curling yourself in, breath out. So inhale, slide the leg long, invite the breath across the diagonal of the body, and then exhale to curl. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale back to centre. Notice any difference between left and right, how that lands. And I'm going to take that to the other side. So inhale, start to look towards that other elbow, slide the leg long. So just make any adjustments you need to. And then exhale to curl in, lifting that opposite knee. Inhale to twist and turn, invite space and length. And exhale to curl. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, inhale yourself back to centre. And again, take a breath at centre, allow that to land. Okay, we'll do some little bit of strengthening, also a little bit of release, some leg raises. So sitting towards the edge of your chair, but not so you're going to fall off, obviously. And slide one leg long, take a deep breath in, and then exhale on effort to raise that leg up. And inhale to completely release. So exhale on effort to lift, inhale to release, exhale on effort to lift, and inhale to release, right up into the hip. So we'll take a little arc out towards the right. So take a deep breath in, and then exhale to lift and rotate slightly outwards. And then see whether you can follow that path back down and release. And lift and rotate. And release. And lift and rotate. And follow that down and release. And then move the leg a little bit wider out. Just slightly externally rotate the leg so the instep of the foot's kind of facing the ceiling. Straighten up a little bit, so really engaging centre. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale to lift. It might not be very far. And inhale to release. And release right up into the hip. Exhale to lift. And inhale to release. Release. When you're ready, lift. And release. Release. Okay. Bring that leg back in. Maybe hug the knee in towards the chest. Kind of mobilise the ankle, move the toes around, change in direction. And release that leg down. I'm going to take that to the other side. So take a deep breath in. And exhale an effort to lift. And inhale to release. And lift. And release. And lift. And release. Release. Take an arc out to the left. So deep breath in. And exhale to lift and rotate out to the side, wherever you get to. And then see whether you can follow that path back down and release. So lift and rotate. Follow the path back. Release. And one more. And release. And then take the leg a little wider out. Externally rotate the leg. Straighten up a little bit at center. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale an effort to lift. Inhale to release. And release right up into the hip. And lift. Lower. And release. And lift. Lower and release. And then bring that leg back in. You can hook the knee in towards the chest again, mobilizing the ankle, the toes. Changing direction. Okay. And then release that leg down. And again, just let that land. Okay, so we're going to make a few kind of traditional yoga type shapes, some warrior type of shapes. So perhaps step your right leg out, so you're sitting on the right side of the chair. And kind of ground your feet, notice your sit bones, so sitting upright but not rigid. And then just reach your arms out towards the sides. And then when you're ready, start to twist towards me, so towards, so your kind of arm is more or less parallel to your thigh, or wherever you get to. So it's kind of a warrior type shape. So you could look towards me, towards the end of your fingers. You could look back, see whether your back hand is level with the front. Taking a few breaths here. Okay, and then lower that back hand towards the back of the chair. Turn the front palm up and inhale to reach that arm up. Feel the ribs lift. Take a couple of breaths there. Reverse warrior. And when you're ready, move from center, bring yourself back to regular warrior. And then bring your front forearm down to that front thigh. Look behind that back hand, turn that palm up. And you can inhale and reach the arm up towards the ceiling. Maybe take it all the way overhead, or you can have your hand on your hip. Shoulders a bit iffy. So taking a couple of breaths there. And when you're ready, kind of wiggle the arms back up to that warrior position. And then take out the twist so you're just facing your knees. And then bring the hands back to the knees. Give the shoulders a little bit of a roll. Okay, so we'll take that to the other side. So I'm just going to move the chair around so it's a little bit more from the side. So take a step to the left side of your chair, come onto the corner of the chair. So just kind of facing straight ahead between your knees. Reach the arms out through the sides. And then again, take a twist. So your arms more or less parallel with your thigh, more or less, wherever you get to. Looking towards that front middle finger, shoulders relaxed. Find your breath. And then reverse warrior, so take the back hands to the hip or back of the chair. Turn the front palm up, inhale to reach up and look up. Take a few breaths there. And then bring yourself back to warrior. And then to side angle. So bring this front forearm down onto that front thigh. Look behind at the backhand, turn that palm up, and inhale to reach the arm. Maybe up towards the ceiling, maybe all the way overhead. You could always have your hand again on your hip here. And then try to move from centre, windmill yourself back up towards your warrior. And then take out that bit of a twist, hands to knees, just give the shoulders a little bit of a roll. And then bring yourself back to centre. Okay, so the next part we're going to come out of the chair. So if you don't want to come out of the chair, if it doesn't feel right, then please don't. So we're going to come out of the chair and see how the balance is today. So you could just stand behind the chair. So you've got the chair to hold on to. Step 1 foot forward. Try and take the weight onto that foot. Maybe pick up the back foot. You could be holding onto the chair or not, or just with one finger. That might be enough for today. Check in with the knee. You could maybe start to do something a little bit more fancy. You could start to hinge yourself forward, maybe lifting that back leg up. You could maybe see whether you could take an arm off the chair. Maybe hold on to the seat of the chair. Maybe release the arms out to the side. So anything that feels kind of right to do and safe to do. A little bit of balance on one leg. Okay. And then land yourself back onto 2 feet. Take a breath. And then when you're ready, plant the other foot forward. Bring the weight onto that foot. And that might be all you do today. And then experiment a little. Could you hinge forward a little more? Check in with the knee. Could you bring a hand off the chair or not? Both arms. You could take flight. Anything that you want to do. And then land yourself back onto 2 feet. And then we take a forward fold. So holding onto the back of the chair, perhaps pressing the chair to the floor so it doesn't slide away. Start to walk the feet back. And keeping the legs straight to start with, just hinging forward as far as you get to without overstretching, pulling or pushing too hard. So notice the breath at the side ribs here. And then walking forward a little, just so we've got a little bit more space to move. Much more bent knees, and we'll bring in a little bit of movement, a flexion, extension of the spine, so through cat and cow. So on an inhale, kind of lift your tail and look towards the back of the chair. And then exhale, tuck your tail under and look between the knees or thighs. And continue. Inhale towards cow. And exhale towards cat. And continue. And then back at neutral, just start to walk towards the back of the chair, and you can either hold on to the back of the chair or interlace the hands, glide in the shoulder blades, maybe lift the chest, raise the gaze, take a couple of breaths there, a little version of fish. And then release. And then bring yourself back into your chair. And again, just see how that lands. How is it landing through breath, through the body, through mind and mood? Okay, so we're just going for a little bit of release around kind of neck and shoulders, a little bit of upper back. So if you lean forward, I'll just come to the side so you can see more. And just a bit so you can have your one arm just kind of dangling down the side. So no effort at all in this arm, completely passive. And then bring your attention to the kind of space in between your shoulder blades, the muscles around the back of the shoulder. And slowly start to glide those muscles towards the centre of your back. So slightly diagonally down the back. So it'll bring the arm with it. And then slowly, slowly release. So see whether you can really slow out that release. And see if there's any kind of jumpy jerkiness or any kind of shakiness there, and see whether you can smooth that out. So gliding the muscles a little bit short. So this is a pandiculation from somatics. And then slowly release. You can really take your time with this, gliding the muscles into a little bit of tone or just kind of beyond the normal tone. And then slowly, slowly releasing and back as much space and ease as you can find. And then pause. Maybe bring yourself back up to neutral. Maybe you notice the space to breathe left or right. And then when you're ready, we'll take that to the other side. So you could lean forward, arm just dangling down. Bring your awareness, your attention to the kind of upper back, the muscles in the back of the shoulder. gliding them towards the centre of the back and slightly down. And slowly release. Really invite a slow, smooth release. So just 3 to 5 times. Really taking your time. Noticing all those little jumps and judders. Pausing after your last one, see if there's any more kind of holding on. And then bring yourself back to neutral. And again, notice the space to breathe, the space between the shoulders and the ears. Is there any holding on? And then when you're ready, just bring the hands back onto the hips and we'll just go back to that gentle pelvic rock. So with that same kind of feel as we were moving muscles in the shoulder, take an inhale, rocking the pelvis slightly forward, so as if you were lifting your tail, sliding the back muscles, just a little bit short, a little bit of tone. And then exhale, a little bit more tone in the abs, tucking the tail under, releasing, kind of melting the back muscles. Inhale to gently arch. And exhale, just releasing the back muscles. More at your own pace. Is there anything you can do to make that movement smoother and slower? Pausing at neutral. And we'll finish with a gentle twist. So bring the knees over to one side of the chair. The side that's closest to the back of the chair, you could just kind of step that hip back a little bit so we're kind of in favour of the chair, the hips are. So take a deep breath in and then using your exhale, take a little twist. You could maybe hold onto the back of the chair. So check in with the shoulders, make sure you're not bringing any tension into the neck and shoulders. Notice the shift in shape of the breath in this twist. On your next exhale, move from centre, bring yourself back to centre. Take a breath there at centre. Just imagine everything on the inside, just kind of lining itself back up to itself. And then when you're ready, we'll take that to the other side. So you could just shift the hip back a little that's closest to the back of the chair, so we're just in favour of the twist. Breath in, and twist as your breath comes out. to slowly untwist. Take a breath at centre. And then bring the knees back to centre. And get yourself comfortable. So if you need a jumper or a blanket, anything, and we'll go to final relaxation. So just a little bit of a centering, so where we kind of started off, just noticing how you've landed in the chair this time. We just wriggle the toes around, kind of grounding the feet. Relaxing the muscles in the toes. Releasing the muscles of the feet to the floor. Noticing the weight of the legs. And how that weight is supported by the chair through to the floor. Can you detect any movement in your pelvis with the breath? Notice how the body moves with the breath. If there's any holding on, muscles and bones just carried by the ebb and flow of the breath. Muscles around the shoulders, neck and jaw. Release. Muscles in the face, around the eyes, the forehead, to the top of the head. Soften. Release. Relax. feel to relax the skin. And sense the movement of the skin with the breath. When you're ready, start to take a deeper breath back in. Start to move the fingers and the toes. And then blinking the eyes open, reaching the arms and legs, take a final full body yawn. And bring yourself back to the centre. We could finish with a final Om sound. 3 Om Shantis, 3 Om Peace, if you want to join in. Take a deep breath in. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Peace, Peace, Peace. Thank you very much.